To the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. All the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it with Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Big stop, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught. Lockett.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, 33 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Giants 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing deep for Galladay.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it shut it down for
into double coverage and it's Jay Reed. Goes left side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Goff. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 11 now, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunter Nicewander on a punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Goff. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Seattle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 27, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Goff. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Goff. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. That's complete to Tony. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Right there. 54. Right there. 55.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The Seahawks first down.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40. The 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line. To the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go to Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Throwing, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Myers' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Wilson, he's going to keep it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Carson the first down and more. Room here to run. 30. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.